Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you are all doing well today. Um, I'm doing pretty great. It's a beautiful day today outside. So I spent some time outside earlier. It is a rare thing these days. Is where I gotta there we go. Because where I am, it pretty much rains from like late September all the way through until March. Like straight with occasional day off. But like today, it was beautiful, sunny, and actually warm enough to be tolerable outside. Hands. Oh, Tifa crashed. Oh no. I'll be right back. So yeah, no, it was a really good day. Uh, let's hold up. Just one sec. I don't know what screen it's going to be on, and I don't want to show off personal information. There we go. And we're back. Yay! A little hurdle. Yeah. I hope all of you had a good day. It's Friday too. I mean, can't complain about that. Unless you work weekends, in which case I don't know what to tell you. But yeah. All right. So we are going to be wrapping up, I assume wrapping up. I'm not 100% sure how long it's going to take. But I imagine less than 4 hours to finish this game. And then we'll see what we're going to do afterwards. I might try out Cardo, which is a game that I got in a raffle from Setsuna's stream. I wasn't expecting one. But it seems like an adorable little small puzzle game. So that might be good to fill in the time. Oh, I should probably actually go to the full screen. So I think what I want to do is get this. The big bow. If I can get in. How do I get in? I don't know. Oh, alright.
You there. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine gold leaf bow you're carrying.
Oh, now it changes
In fact, if I didn't know better, I'd say it looked like my own handiwork. You've given me an idea for a scheme that'll make us both very, very wealthy.
Oh, so he has to open it.
You enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the for making the...
Yeah, so this is the same.
Because the gods would see you, of course. Hence, my proposal. When Prometheus stole fire from the...
Yeah.
Only because it was silly enough to get... So. Now I've gone and... It's just...
Alright. We'd already agreed to this last cycle. Something's on my mouse. The flies. Oh, I did not expect that to happen. Oh, I think the door locked behind me. Anyway. Oh, that's how I'm supposed to climb things. I turn them to gold. Oh, it makes so much sense now. Wait.
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning.
Okay.
Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me. A rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again, and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard
in the
that
palace?
strained whisper again.
I think we're in the palace.
And turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart
Oh, that's
broke.
rude. I can just kick them over? Oh, come on. Oh, they want to die? There's arrows everywhere. See anything moving?
You're not supposed to
Ooh.
be here.
You warned me. I assume that's the way down. Just want to look around a bit first. Locked. Okay, so that is like the actual only way I can go. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Oh shit. I didn't get the algae. Okay. Basically, if I see algae, I should just shoot it. That's what I'm getting from this. Just... Okay. Oh. I probably could have gotten backwards. Like gone around behind those guys and then not gotten caught. Whatever. It's not like I'm short on arrows. Oh, hey, Waffles. How are you? Those are not my final emotes, just so you know. They're placeholders. They're like Twitch's default emotes. I just wanted you to have something. How are you doing today? Oh, you're good. Sorry, I didn't see that before I asked. Oh, I fucked this up. Load the autosave. Oh, thank you. Why did I not... Did I get a bit alert? Did it show up? I didn't see it show up. Maybe I have to fix my alerts. Thank you for the biddy. What do I got? Oh, other hand. I got a sandwich. Thank you for the sandwich. There we go. That worked much better. All right. Well, you did give me a gift. You gave me a biddy. You gave me my first biddy, actually. Thank you! Waffles, you don't have to give me anything. It's just having you around here. That's good enough.
My beloved Galatea.
But thank you for the biddies.
After I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What was life like for these poor souls?
14 biddies.
Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small
Okay, I want to see what's up here.
I began to talk to them, to keep them company.
Is it just but toe beans, right?
Stories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories
how do I get
and
up there?
stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa,
oh, Jesus.
and Pygmalion and Galatea.
Where did you come from?
Who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I had ever known. Your face, forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness. Our meeting gave me new purpose, to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper, but be named to me. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
Ah. Those are all stuck. Can I go through? Oh! That's what this was. What else is over? Healed statue?
Kill us. I just want to die.
Make it stop. The cold.
Please.
Well, that is extremely disturbing.
Us. Help us. Kill me.
Kill me.
I just...
Oh shit. That would have been better to just hit this thing.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet,
fuck, I know what this...
not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength and those sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodame to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door.
23 biddies!
As I continued working on others, I could hear
Thank you,
her
Waffles.
flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times...
You really don't have to,
most
though.
of the palace
I'm just
is
glad
now
to have
too
people here.
dangerous to work in.
Thank you.
Still, as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I can't
It's so many biddies.
ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensuring your humanity is preserved. I promise you this.
What is happening here?
We will be together. Even
9
if I
biddies,
have to
5
free
biddies.
Every last statue in...
Oh, God.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
Oh, you can't kill me.
And do you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve. Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moment.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, it's surprise biddies.
To hear her speak
thank you.
freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you? What do you mean, the same voice? Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it? Liar! You tried to steal her away
Oh, come
from
on,
me.
don't.
Give me one... What? What are you talking about? Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
Yeah, but I think in hindsight, I really think I should stop her. But killing her won't matter, because I'm just going to reset things anyways.
I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut. It's too late. There's nothing you can do. What?
Yes, yes, I can save her. I can save her.
Really? I'm not sure I believe you, but I imagine it would help Lucretia ease the suffering of... But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
You were the first to give me biddies. Alright, now I can do my hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Wait, Octo gave me 100 biddies? I remember Octo gave me a bunch of subs. I'm just wondering, I'm just looking back. Did I miss that? Oh, it does. Does it say it somewhere? I didn't see it. Because it's not showing up an alert. And I've got to fix that. Like, it should be giving an alert. So maybe Octo gave me biddies and I didn't say anything.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. I swear I will never harm her again.
I'll have to make sure I thank her.
It. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place.
Yeah, I will.
Case,
I'll have to.
I must honor our bargain. Here's the key I promised you. It opens a chest in the Shrine of Apollo. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there. Go.
I was gonna shoot her because I thought she was a monster, but I think she was just really misguided. Are we done with this lead? Yes.
Citizen.
Let's see if he'll give me the key.
I hope you have a good We're finally alone. I assume you already know who we have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break.
Well, make sure you save that £3 for
forcing me to create a portal
yeah, pounds
in
for
time
something special.
to bring you
And
here.
hey, Jordy.
I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Seems rather brash. I think it's best. You mean to ask, why am I unwilling to trust a newly arrived non-citizen with access to our... I'm sorry, but that... Yes, our waters... Aeneas the Tactician wrote a siegecraft manual for military
you're not
commanders
hiding.
some 300 years ago, recommending the poisoning or pollution of cisterns. And I'm beginning to wonder if the culprit we're looking for might, after all this, be you. Perhaps it was a mistake on my part to place so much trust in you.
I don't know what message you're trying to send. It's not on my auto mod, Jordy.
I'm glad to hear that. Now, was there something else? Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Yes, keep it for your
Don't believe
insurance.
a word they tell you.
Shalom, friend. The skeleton.
Okay, so that's not going to work. I can get into that now, but there's a few other things I want to check first. Now that I have my golden bow... Is it here? Yeah, I think I have links disabled. So that's probably why that didn't work. You can DM it to me or on here or on Discord, though. Why can't I climb up? There we go. Oh yeah, go get some sleep then, if it's that late. Why won't you... Oh, that's why. It was the wrong bow. Why do I want goose eggs? Alright, it is Friday after all.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cold?
Let's go find those vines.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of
Not that way. Oh, perfect. Minecraft is a great game for replayability, too. There we go. Oh, I think I found... I didn't mean to find this here. Ah! I'm being abused! I'm not even sure where I am right now. Oh! What do I got? A gigantic apple? Thank you for the apple. Oh, that's where this was. This was here the whole time? Oh, self-care. Alright. Posture. Oh, big stretch. Thank you for the self-care. All right. That's one set of vines. I don't remember where there's other vines elsewhere too, besides the house. No. Don't give me anything that you don't have. Like only like if you've got extra stuff and you want to support me, that's fine, but you do not feel like you have to. I'm here to hang out with you guys and have a good time. I would feel really bad if I was taking all of your money.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to be elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will fight.
Were you my 8th follower? Yeah, and more and more. Ilya, to her captors Malleolus and Clodia, curse you to the depths. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead, because death is preferable to another day in dead bondage. To you, may vultures peck out your livers in Tartarus for all of eternity. Yeah, how's Sven doing? I haven't seen him around in a while. Olympus, to its lost love, may God watch over you. Please know I held on as long as I could, but without you my life is meaningless. I only hope we meet again in Gan Eden. Yes, you've definitely done your part to help pump up those numbers. Before I talk to this dude, I want to see what else is around his house. Just that one room there was someone...
Did you just scale the wall to my villa somehow? I must remember to have words with that buffoon Domitius. Well, why have you risked life and limb?
I feel like the alert command isn't working properly, because I definitely have one.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else. You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different coloured... And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more. Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
Alright. If you're heading off to bed, then sleep well, but if you're just gonna lurk, then I will see you,
Unlikely, because it simply isn't
I don't know what I'm
true.
saying. I'm losing my
something else
train
you
of
wanted?
thought. I'm sorry.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous
sleep well.
demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win? You fool.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it! Ah! Bye, Waffles. So apparently threatening is also breaking the rule.
Salve. Oh. Yulia. Poor. All right, let me... I'll go.
Okay. So that's all taken care of.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns.
Can I get in there? I see a chest. I want it. God damn it. No, I don't think I can get that chest. Unless there's a way through there, which I don't think there is. Oh, Kabash to Kabash. I told Lucrezia about the dreams I've been having, and she said it might help her divine their meaning if I wrote them down. It happened again last night. The man by the river was there, as always, his face shrouded in shadow from that particular ram headdress. Once again, he introduced himself as Curti, and told me he'd dragged me from the river. He seemed to smirk as he said his name, as if it meant something I could not understand. Indeed, the name rings a bell, but I cannot for the life of me remember where I heard it. I do not think I will sleep soundly again until I know. Who is Curti?
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like the deer over a cauldron?
So how do I prove...
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Whoa. Oh, that was a stupid. We've got his key. Can I go upstairs now?
And now, I make this solemn.
Yes, we can.
You're not supposed to be in here. Talk. What business could you possibly have with me? My marital affairs are no concern of yours.
She
Thank
just
you very
changed her
much.
attitude real fast.
An intriguing proposition. Go on. Perhaps you're not as silly as those clothes make you look. What makes you say that? You know, I may have the very thing you're looking for. Some time ago, when he still cared for me, he wrote me a love letter. Only, he used the wrong name. Now, addressing one's wife by the wrong name is not unheard of among philandering Romans. But in this case, the name he got wrong was his own. I confronted him about it, and he stammered through some incoherent response. I let it go, eventually, and yet questions have lingered in the back of my mind ever since. But wait a minute. Why exactly are you helping me? To withdraw. Listen, I may not be Penelope to his Ulysses, but to you must think me quite mad. Demetrius!
Damn it. We're gonna just reload. I'm gonna try that conversation again.
I'm not... Talk. My...
Okay, let's just skip through this again.
You know, but... Oh, aren't you charming? I'm quite sure my husband would seethe with impotent rage if he overheard you say
Appeal
that.
to her vanity.
I love it. It seems our interests are aligned. I imagine knowing his true identity will give me the leverage I need to manage him appropriately. But first, I need you to do something for me. I want you to bring me some wine.
Oh, I have lots of it.
Just one small... Oh, don't look at me like that. I know this must be hard for you to wrap your sweet little pleb head around.
Call me a
So what do you
pleb?
need me to spell out?
Excuse me?
So you'll help me? Thank you. Here's the letter.
Quinticus to beloved Claudia. For a time I despaired at the thought of being trapped here for the rest of my life. But then I met you and discovered that as long as I'm with you, I am exactly where I should be. Mere words cannot express my affection for you, and so I will perform a grand gesture in your honor. I will become this city's magistrate, so that I may govern with wisdom and strength with you by my side.
Now, perhaps you can tell me who Quinctius really is. What? He's... Oh no. That's... quite a lot more serious than I imagined. I only wanted some leverage over him, not to destroy him. Give me that immediately. Nobody else must know. What? No. It was a lie of a mission. You were planning this all along and you deliberately concealed it. May Jupiter cut you down. I curse you. I curse your life and mind and memory. May you be unable to walk. This is outrageous.
Yes, yes. Oh, she has a lot of money. Okay, now we get him to leave, because we have the love letter.
Just scale the wall to my...
Yes, we've said this before.
My name... You mean my hetero... And I
We've said this before.
Well... That's...
Because then, there we go.
So... It finally caught up with me. I suppose that makes you... What? One of Nero's assassins? So... You're not going to kill me? Oh, so much work and money. Oh, well, if I do it, you'd let me live? Fine. Ruling this cesspit of a city would have been beneath me anyway.
That's
I'll have
right.
Domitius notify the priestess of my withdrawal and release those two from debt bondage. There. You got what you wanted. Now, please, leave.
Damn right I got what I wanted.
Domitius, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
I've made a decision to release Julia Adolphus and...
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm.
Alright, let's go find... what's his face? The farmer dude down here. And get him in the election. Where is he? Well, we gotta find Galilee whatever else. No. I don't think he's that way. I think he's gonna be up towards the market.
Citizens, I have an announcement. Malleolus has withdrawn his candidacy.
The one time I can't find... or I want him, I can't find him.
Citizen.
Who the hell are you?
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Oh, there he is. Was he there before and I was just blind?
Salve again, friend. How is it possible that you've just arrived?
We'll just go through this again.
Anyway. Oh, now. Salve again? No.
There we
I
go.
bounced the idea, but... He did? Oh, that was unexpected. I wonder what could have possessed him to do that. Well, I guess it's time for me to step up then. I'll let Equitia know I'll be running. All right, friend. Hope you find...
Okay, now we gotta get him some support.
Handsome. Oh, you're here. And there's... coming on a bit.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
He doesn't have an election thing there. Pretty much everyone's going to be over by the market, I think.
Galerius. Sorted out my rheumatism. For the first time in a long time.
Oh, good. Oh, because he delivered the stuff too.
So you're...
Perfect. Does she vote? No.
That's a shit.
Nope, she's not saying anything for voting.
Hello. Are you well, stranger?
I just told him the full story.
Sentius, I suppose. Yeah? And what's he gonna... Certainly. Nothing illegal about it? Well, that's a shame. Very well.
Do I have to... Oh, come on.
Galerius, definite. All right. Nice to talk.
Okay. So I think he's probably going to end up being the swing vote.
Ah, a fellow my friend. Galeri. But of... I hope...
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Okay. Besides Galerius, besides the guy who wants me to bribe him, everyone else that I can swing is voting for Galerius. So let us see.
A new face. It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any... It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent. Why do you up? All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend. Well, you're not, but if it's any consolation, by using whatever gifts the gods gave you. As I said, I'm planning to hold it before... Yes, I have overheard. Very well.
Alright, let's see if I have enough.
Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
If it's not enough, then I know where I can get a bunch of money. And I'll have to reset everything though. That how many people are we waiting for? Wait, so he's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm not sure.
We have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and late nominee Gallus Galerius Helva. Marcus Malleolus Gurges withdrew his candidacy earlier today. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Galerius. He saved the life of my dear friend Fabia.
Dacius.
Sentius.
Virgil.
The man who put a stop to the threats I've been receiving. Galerius.
man who treated my rheumatism.
There you go. Galerius is a hero.
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Gallus Galerius Helver.
What?
It has been decided. Magistrate Galerius, would you like to make a brief address?
I just want to say, this isn't something I ever wanted. Now that you've put your trust in me, I'm going to do everything I can not to let you down. I'll need some time to put together a list of the changes I want to make around here. But I promise you, there will be changes. My first order is that Dooley is to be freed. Horatius, release him from his cell immediately. Please. Wait, do I need to say please? I suppose not. That's it. You can all get on with your day.
He's such a
Nothing
nice
else
guy.
to see here. Move along.
Perfect. Oh, maybe I should have talked to him before, so he would trust me. Fuck. I did save right before the election, so I can reload, and then come talk to him first.
Fortune smiles on you today, Julius. Magistrate Galerius here has ordered your release.
You're going to let me out of here?
I'm sorry it took so long, my friend. And it wouldn't have happened at all if it wasn't for a newcomer. So be sure to offer your thanks when you can.
I will. I will. Thank you, Galerius. I'm so happy.
Is that
I'd
the
love to stay and
Roman
chat, but I've got a lot of work ahead of me.
or the Greek?
Why
That
don't you
might
go
be
to
the Greek
baths,
thing in there
then
too.
Tell Georgius I said you could have some new clothes. Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you soon, Dooley.
Hello? I'm Dooley. Magistrate Galerius said I should thank the newcomer. Are you the newcomer? Oh, it is. Thank you. You can have my shiny, and maybe you can help me find my friend Hannibal used to look after me, and he said
Yeah,
he always
give me your
would,
key. Just give
but
me your
then
key.
he died. But before that, he told me if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious. He gave me a key to the cisterns and told me to keep it safe. He said there's something very precious way up high. Please help me find it. Please.
Yeah, I'll help you. Give me your key.
I hope you find it. In the cisterns, way up high. And oh, look over there. Maybe it is treasure.
All right, let's get your plaque.
And it's just lying.
Oh, that's his letter where it doesn't make sense. Vanishing Act. Still don't know what happened to Scintilla. Found a way into the cistern I've done. So I still got to figure out Scintilla. First, though, I'm going to go to the restroom. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I think the only place we haven't been is the Upper Cistern anyway.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh, fuck. That would be Dooley. Dooley found something shiny and then just stole it. So he was a hazard to everyone.
Yulia. Poor
Oh,
Virgil.
good.
All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but... What? Are you... You're serious, aren't you? I doubt Domitius will let me talk. I'll go.
Good. Galerius is so handy. And I don't need to have 2,000 gold around on me all the time, or denarii all the time, because now I have dirt. So basically everyone is on the verge of unlocking the, or sort of breaking the golden rule. So we are going to go into the cistern and see what we find there. Oh, loading screen. Come on, let me through. Why won't... Oh, I had to open both doors? Oh, fuck.
You? Who are you? Did he send you? Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back. I'm Centilla. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key. I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either. Sentius, my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him. Behind me, there's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key. I'm going to take that key from a... I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want... There won't be enough time. Just you and me. There's no time. Wait, did you hear that?
Fuck, I might have to reset this again.
Oh, thank you. Now follow... Wait, he's here. He must be coming in through... You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really, if you'd just done what you were supposed to. You'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb, Al. Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one room to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you're a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted.
Well, he's an asshole.
And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Just the 5? Not a lot compared with Al, but I've seized every day nonetheless. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this.
The problem is if he dies right now,
my beautiful villa,
he can't make the portal to send me back.
The music of
so if the golden rule's broken, I'm done.
And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all, over and over again, for eternity. Don't you see? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
Oh, Jesus.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
That wasn't the way I wanted it to end.
hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
I still haven't done the temple thing.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned it described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina. Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light. I didn't for one moment think it was, but the way you say that makes me wonder. I mean, how many people with that name could there be in this place? I don't understand how you could have been here 2,000 years ago. I'm sorry, come again? Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it. I'm not following.
Yeah, like anyone's ever gonna listen.
Because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this. I guess you saved my life then.
He just accepts it so easily? That seems unlikely.
Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it.
I do still have my quick save, which will take me back to before the election, which maybe we can rush that.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Okay.
You go on ahead.
Oh, this was a lot emptier before.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al? Ah, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Caroline, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time. That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead. Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly.
Let's find out.
Do you really want to know? As you wish. You were murdered. You were exploring an old tomb.
By Al. It was by Al, wasn't it?
Forgotten relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. Unfortunately, as you emerged into
Oh,
daylight,
2 thieves?
you were set upon by 2 thieves. A nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your bounty. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name
Okay,
was
so he
Al
tried to help
Ward.
me.
You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Karen's Opal by some, and so it was my duty to bring you here. Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans bearing their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferryman for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here. That is a question you would have to ask him, if that were still possible, in light of the path you have chosen. I am just his servant, doing his bidding. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. You see, the coins on you and Al were the last of the 1,000 in existence. There is nobody else to ferry here, nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course. I see no point in keeping you here, but I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe.
I want to see what happens if we go the other route.
A long-forgotten city, and there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Cynthia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand, their blood is on my hands, not yours. I will live with the consequences of my actions, and all I can do is move forward, trying to show others the same compassion you showed me. I promise you that saving my life will not be for nothing. Scintilla.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
There's 4 endings. Right. I can't skip this, apparently. Oh wait, now I can.
I'm Scintilla. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn. Who wants to keep...
Okay, so...
Behind me.
Skip this.
I don't... I'm... There what? What? I hate you.
Yeah, okay. I want to see first what's over here. She's still crying. Okay. Oh, that's the other way to get up there. So this was all trying to misdirect me from this place. Oh, the entrance is over here. Okay, okay, okay. This all makes sense. We're basically just leaving her there. I bet you one of the endings is I have to talk to Centillus.
I have a message from Malleolus.
Yeah? Who's it from?
Citizen.
So yeah, let's see what happens if we do this with the temple. Loading. So it's Pluto, okay. Oh, we're going back. This building is significantly larger on the inside than the outside. Ooh. Oh, really? Aliens?
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by many names. Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks, and Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title, God of the Underworld. And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You are unlike the others, aren't you? And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so brazenly. But there will be time for your reckoning later. First, As a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk, I will allow you to satisfy.
Right, let's see what he's got to say.
Ask what you will. My story is many thousands of years long. You will need to be more specific. What do you wish to know? It is a matter of perspective. God is a label I was given by you mortals, not one I gave myself. Your ancestors revered me because to them, my knowledge and technology made me incomprehensibly powerful, just as you might seem so to an insect. But despite all that, there are rules even I must obey.
What's the saying? Any sufficiently advanced technology can be indistinguishable from magic or something like that? I can't remember.
My kin and I all adopted this form long ago, so that we might better understand and communicate with your kind. In time, we grew fond of the sensory delights it affords: desire, joy, ecstasy, even rage and sorrow, while an acquired taste can be addictive. No. Long ago, I swore to Proserpina that I would remain in this form for as long as we remained among your kind. I must honor that. This is my beloved. Like me, she has been known by many names. Ereshkigal to the Sumerians, Isis to the Egyptians, Persephone to the Greeks, and Proserpina to the Romans. Or perhaps you might know her as the goddess of springtime, the cycle of life and renewal. Your gaze lingers too long.
All right, then.
That is my servant. You would have met by the river, though she wears many faces and goes by many names. Kumutabal to the Sumerians, Kirti to the Egyptians, Charon to the Greeks, and Charon to the Romans. Her role is to ferry souls between the mortal world and this one, and to make their transition as seamless as possible. For that, she earned herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the Ferryman. You will talk more later. For now, ask your questions. As you wish. It has come to be known simply as the Underworld, and it exists because of a wager I made long ago. That is a long story. One that began over 3,000 years ago and continues to this day. You see, long ago, my kin and I set out from our home on Elysium to search for other forms of life among the stars. We discovered your planet and witnessed your kind evolving from primates into something lawless and barbaric. You all but destroyed yourselves. Your 2 short lives being extinguished by violence and ignorance and disease. Yet Proserpina saw raw potential in you, and persuaded the rest of us it would be squandered without our intervention and stewardship. So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called Sumer. We offered guidance in agriculture, toolcraft, and law, and you called us gods. For a time we flourished. But soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread from that cradle of civilization, we saw something disturbing. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion. And soon you returned to your old ways of violence and ignorance, this time in our name. My kin had seen enough, and gave up on your kind, condemning you as barbaric and chaotic.
I guess that's kind of fair.
We began preparations to return to Elysium, our home world, a utopia unspoilt by conflict and unimaginable in its beauty. But my Proserpina could not bear to abandon your kind without guidance, and knowing it would force the rest of us to leave her behind, she made an extraordinary sacrifice. She gave up her immortality to descend permanently to the ranks of humankind. And so she began her inescapable trajectory toward death. Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in suspended animation in a deep frozen sleep to prevent age and sickness from claiming her. And then I pleaded with Proserpina's father, who the Romans called Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself. But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium, and no exceptions would be made. But seeing that I was aggrieved, he proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Proserpina and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium. My part would be to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you, without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her faith in you, so that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this time, still waiting. There were also gods who, like me, have been known by many names, but perhaps you knew them by their Roman names. Our leader, Jupiter, as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana, Vulcan, Vesta, Ceres, and of course, my beloved Proserpina. As the first wave of your kind arrived from Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion, so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives here. I had them build the entrance as a vertical shaft leading to baths, to cleanse them of the sins of their former lives, and to prevent escape. I watched wave after wave of Sumerians arrive, and as their civilization declined over the centuries, they were replaced by Egyptians. Of course, believing themselves to be the superior civilization, the Egyptians promptly built over what had been built before, and made all the same mistakes. After another 1,000 years, the Greeks began to arrive, and then the Romans.
But why the gap?
All did the same thing. They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors.
The Romans fell like 2,000 years ago.
And ensured their foundations were forgotten. To ensure the wager was fair, it was important that my subjects were chosen at random. To this end, I had my servant distribute 1,000 tokens fashioned from silver, a rare element at the time, across all of Sumer. Whoever died while in possession of one of them would be located by my servant and ferried to this place, with no memory of how they arrived. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into trinkets, and eventually coins, spreading to Egypt like seeds on the wind. Later, when they spread to Greece, they would come to be known as Charon's obol, or as coins for the ferrymen. Some placed coins in the mouths of their dead, hoping they would awaken here, though they had no way of knowing which coins were fashioned from the original tokens. In fact, almost all of the tokens are accounted for, only 2 remain. And so after this wave destroys itself, as it is destined to do, your kind would have squandered the last of its potential to ascend beyond this rock, and Proserpina's along with it. It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer, and a troublemaker. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people, on the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place. But the erasure did not take completely, and he told stories of this place as if describing memories of a dream. His tales were committed to writing, which came to be known as the Epic of Gilgamesh, and his words were twisted and distorted over generations. Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less and less resemblance to this place in their priests' pursuit of profit. Then, when the Greeks began to arrive, they proved far more cunning. And in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped. A warrior named Heracles, 2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus, a poet named Orpheus, and a Trojan named Aeneas. They each told embellished tales of this place, how to get here, and how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always told each other stories about this place, though each story contained only a seed of truth.
So they did actually get out.
Of course.
It's not because they were demigods.
That is merely the name your people have given to it, but yes, it is my doing. That is a story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate. Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife, a prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, 2 were particularly ambitious. Both were beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces, bracelets, and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold. And when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place. She checked that nobody was watching, and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat, where she broke her neck on the rocks below. But I was watching, and I decided to answer her prayer. I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she might serve as a grim reminder of what befalls those who sin in my domain. But that was not enough, for the entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all, to make way for a new wave, and began the wager again. And to this day, each of them, and all who came after, line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious, suspended in time with only their sight and hearing preserved.
That's horrifying.
So they may bear witness to and lament the folly of your kind for eternity, as silent golden sentinels. I give your kind a second chance of life, as well as ample warning about my law. And when you disobey, and you always disobey, you force my hand, bringing terrible suffering upon yourselves. And so you ask if I am the one destroying your lives. And I say, no, you destroy yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it. When my kin departed, they left behind many relics which I inherited. A consolation prize of sorts. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and equipped them each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became known simply as Furies. I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12 Tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all possible scenarios. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations. The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you.
The golden
Even
rule.
the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not? Enough. You clearly know nothing. I'm able to commune with all the statues in the city. Their ears are my ears, and their eyes are my eyes. If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask? Then what an odd question. Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations, or are you going to give me an example? The merchant. How is that inconsistent with the rule I've outlined? I disagree. Having watched this merchant, that is precisely what he would expect from others, and he would be quite capable of paying the price anyway. Applying this rule always requires speculation to some degree. It requires us to ask what another person would want if they found themselves in another situation. Not if we're wise enough to know the mind of man. Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately. Is that what you want? Then your desire to be right outweighs your desire to survive. You will make a fine stat.
Can I turn him to gold?
Do you really think... Pathetic.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Wait, where's her crown?
You will suffer in turn.
Hello, Faye. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this. Did it just glitch on me? Is that what happened? I think it just glitched. Continue from last save. Where's her crown? Drinking tea, shrimp, and stretch. Thank you for the self-care package. How are you doing today? Alright, we're gonna skip through all of this. I don't know if I need to ask everything again, but...
And so...
Skip, skip, skip.
And I left I give you
all right. Enjoying your monster energy drink.
When my
Ah, there we go.
Then, do you plan to speak in...
Maybe this one?
The midwife and the palace, yes. How it... The rule is do unto others, meaning other people.
Oh god,
Those
really?
dead, they are forsaken. Applying this rule always requires us to interpret the meaning of the words. The literal interpretation helps to minimize the ambiguities of your primitive language.
Well, if you need sleep, then go get some sleep.
Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken. Then you will...
Oh, maybe I should just draw the wooden bow.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Where is her crown going?
You will suffer eternal.
Wait, what? They can't jump off? What? So where's her fucking crown?
No, you vile, despicable creature.
Oh, maybe I have to do it without hitting her. Fuck. No, I don't know if it glitched or not. I'm just gonna skip all the other conversation and go straight to the end. So I just have to make sure not to hit her.
And here... That is... Abduct. He did so because she sought to escape. A sin I take particularly seriously. Better that he stops her from escaping, albeit brutishly, than I have to wipe out this entire... Supposing you're right, then you're...
The many shall suffer.
No, she always blows up. What the fuck? Because she's giving me guidance on what I'm supposed to do. Okay, what is it? What does she actually say? Yeah, maybe. Because she just like explodes.
As you... Good.
No, fuck.
Charon.
Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that.
You would have us believe that my servant merely...
If that is true, then I sense the...
How did you come to be in this time, mortal?
We cannot know.
I do not know. My kin departed long ago, and Proserpine slumbered for 3,000. Tread lightly, mortal. Enough of this. It's... Why have you come here? If you anger me or waste my time with lies or wrong-headed arguments, so tell me. That is a very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I committed? What evidence do you have to support it?
So we got that one, maybe. Let's do that.
I am well aware of the story told by the Greek. It is entirely unfair. My love was dying. and
Yeah,
I
she was
intervened
dying,
the only way I could to save
but
her
she
life.
chose that.
What would you have done? It was an act of rebellion against the others. She knew I would have to act to save her, and I did because I loved her. I love her still. Accordingly, I reject your argument. Every one of those people was guilty of failing to ensure their peers lived virtuously. They failed collectively, and so they were punished collectively. The Romans understand this, as did the Greeks before. How unfortunate that we are not where you are from. Ah, but I am a god, and you are a mortal. Why would you expect me to treat you as I treat my own kind? You are not a peer. You are not a respected equal. Let me ask you this. Do you treat insects as you wish to be treated? Do you care for their well-being as you
Yes, he
would
keeps
your
calling us insects.
Do you ensure
but it's
they
not
have
the
food
point I
and
think he's
shelter
trying
and
to make.
protection from predators? Do you give them rights? Of course not, because that would be absurd, just as it would be absurd for me to treat your kind as equals. Where to begin? Our lifespans exceed
So what, you
yours
live
by
longer?
thousands of years, in which time we accumulate vast wisdom and a mastery of technology you cannot begin to imagine. Because that is the source of our power over you. You could say that.
I wonder what happens if I do this.
I see what you are doing. You are trying to undermine the one thing keeping me anchored here. You are playing a dangerous game.
I've been following her the whole time.
No idea how close you just came to eternal torment.
I don't want to screw with that.
You will.
Yeah, let's try your mistake.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
No, but then it disappeared. Oh, if I kick it, it's fine. I got her crown. Well, now what? So now I run. Got a zigzag. Oh shit. I'm not sure if I'll make it. Holy crap. Oh shit, it's loading. Ah. My health! I can't take many more hits. I should have ziplined.
turning us to
Shit. That was not a good route. Nope. Oh god, one more hit and I'm done. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh yeah, if the loading happens at just the wrong time. Oh, I'm still hurting though. So now what? Ah! I know what I gotta do.
Salve, friend.
Yes, I'm gonna get you to do a bunch of stuff. Okay, do your thing. And now I need to go... Where did I have to go to get there?
Ixion turns.
Fuck, where was it? It's where I had to go to get to the ruins and whatnot. Oh my god, I can't remember.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone.
I feel like it was one of the temples. I know it's not the Demeter one. That goes to the palace. Where was it?
Salve.
Oh my god, this is the one important thing I needed to remember. I can't remember to get down there again.
Ixion turns.
Let's just check the caves. No, no, I remember now. I remember. It was a temple. Yes, the caves. No, not... Oh, god damn it. Now I'm lost in the caves. Interestingly, this game is actually based on a mod for Skyrim. So that might have something to do with it. And I think the Skyrim engine is somehow used in it just because the way they talk and we interact is very reminiscent of Skyrim. Or any Elder Scrolls game for that matter. It's in here. Right? Oh, come on, come on. So let's talk to this philosopher dude and see if we can get some advice from him.
Come and join me by the fire. Welcome, welcome. I was indeed, but we've... Oh, that's a relief.
That's not much better.
I assume you're asking me this as some kind of amusing hypothetical? Extraordinary. Then let me see.
He just accepts this? Like, no big deal.
I want to gather information. I'd want to know about his reasons for imposing the Golden Rule and what he considers a sin. If I could expose some internal inconsistency in his reasoning, some degree of hypocrisy. But as a philosopher, the saddest truth I ever learned is that all but the most enlightened opponents are more easily swayed by appeals to emotion. So the easiest path would be to find his emotional susceptibility and exploit it. If he was vain, I might try to flatter him. If he was merciful, I would try to evoke pity. As a last resort, I might figure out what he fears losing above all else, and, if I could, threaten to take it away. Though, of course, that could easily... Now, go quickly while my words are...
So we have to threaten to destroy her. Loading. Don't bully me. I'm just a little proto. Well, for the moment, until I get another avatar. But for the moment, but yeah, I'm just a little proto. With enormous thighs. I stutter. Alright, let's try this again. So we're going backwards in time this way? Hades.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself.
Right?
As you have already...
We'll skip most of this.
I would recognize that anywhere. And yet my beloved still wears hers. What is this? How did you come by it? You vile, despicable creature. Why? You have put me in an impossible position. If I refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium, humiliated and alone. I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like nothing I have witnessed in 3,000 years. And now you have shown me your species' true colors. And I see that Persephone was a fool to have ever believed in you at all. This has gone on too long. It is time for me to let go of this form of her of all of you. But know this. If I abandon the way journey for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever ascend. Because despicable creatures like you have no place there.
Right?
My kin would never allow it. The best I can do is return you to the land of the living. I will have Carol make arrangements to ferry the others. As for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest. Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now, are you ready? You had best pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
So we did that. Huzzah! That's 2 endings. I suspect the third will be... I suspect I know the third, but I don't know the fourth.
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, preventing the suicide of a man in debt bondage, freeing a falsely accused prisoner, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to him. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years? I don't know, it reads like an earnest account to me. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
All right. Let's see what happens now. And he's boarding the place up again. Oh.
I'm gonna pause here for a... You go on it.
Now we go talk to Charon again.
You're back. But... what? Why don't you...
We talk to this.
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Carol.
So this one we've said before.
That you... My role as the servant.
Yeah, I was murdered.
Perhaps you have heard that...
Yeah.
That is... I am just his... Only now. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody... I see no point in keeping you here.
Okay,
But
so
I
it's basically
have to
the
ask
same.
one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe... And there was a tablet describing an orb.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But... you two look exhausted.
Sounds good to me.
And you?
Was that... which ending was that? 1 year later. Okay.
Hey, you made it. It's great to
He
see you.
cleans up nice.
I read your book, and what the critics said about it. I guess they weren't ready for your theories about the underworld. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet, and I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you, I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
Whoop. I gotta talk to everyone along the way?
You're finally here.
Oh,
remember
shit.
me? It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and
I wasn't expecting
giving us
that.
a second chance at life. Of course, there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you, so you'd better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's Dooley.
Hello. I'm Dooley. Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't like it. Bye-bye.
Horatius?
Hey.
Tina, she was a bitch. Ritzia?
Hello.
The hermit philosopher. That was his bed.
Good evening.
Some soiree, innit?
Rush.
Hello.
Oh, they got together! Oh my god! I have to talk to him.
It's so nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. I wanted to thank you personally for getting us out of there. And for helping Rufus come to terms with himself. He may come off a little gruff, but once you get past that, he's a lovely fellow. I'm studying to be an architect again, and living with Rufus in a beautiful flat in Rotterdam, just down the river from Nijmegen, where I grew up. Of course, it's improved immensely since I was there last. Gleaming futuristic buildings and clean streets full of educated, accepting people. You natives of the 21st century have no idea how fortunate you are. You too. If you're ever in the Netherlands, we'd love to show you around. It's the least we could do.
Nice to meet you. I go by Rufus now. New start, new name. Oh, and for what you did. Sorry, I'm no good with the mushy stuff. I live with Virgil in Rotterdam, not far from where he grew up. It's very modern. destroyed in the war.
I don't know if they would understand the context of the word modern.
Itself. Good place for a fresh start. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with my life yet. One adjustment at a time. You too.
That made me so happy. Uh-oh.
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time.
He's
Allow
here
me
too?
to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention. Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected. I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath. I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
Well then.
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, she was working on a new world of some kind. She wouldn't say what it was, but I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will, one day. And you, although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues scattered throughout the city? Good, because they remember you. Well done, my friend.
Are you
Of all the heroes
fucking
who
kidding
ever
me?
turned to the underworld and returned, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
So I've gotten 2 and 4. I'm gonna see if I can get 3. I have no idea how to get 1, assuming they're chronological. Okay, we're just gonna not go in there. And go all the way back out this impossibly large temple. Because I want to go talk to... what's his face and tell him I know where his daughter is.
Citizen.
Or go talk to the sister, maybe?
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Talk to her.
Oh, another one fresh. Oh, I wish her rate. Oh. Oh, really? I can. Oh. Thank you.
So that doesn't... There's no way I can do anything with her. What about Boss Dude? This is my only lead on the other endings. I can accuse him or not.
I assume we have you broke. Well, it seems. Look now. I assume you saw. I think. Yeah.
What happens if I do this?
I doubt that very much. Ask them. Good. If I... Thank you.
He has a key on him, though.
You've returned. Do you have any news? Of... Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can accuse people.
Why do you say that? Why in Pluto's name would you... The man has... He's been... It looks... Of course. Yeah. Why do you say that? So I'm told. This
So let's just tell him all the
Thank you for bringing
possible
this to my
things.
attention. But before we... Well then, in that case, as magistrate... I don't believe so, no. It's not a crime to carry... So now you're an expert on Roman law, are you? Listen to me. If ever... Then perhaps you would prefer the feeling of... Now it...
Fine.
Thank you.
I don't know if he's the one who's actually going to do anything, but let's see what happens if I execute someone.
That's some lamp.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yeah, so it is still a sin.
I'm sorry. We must get to the shrine.
Ow! Oh, I think I know one of them. I need to kill him. I bet you if I just kill him, it'll end everything, because he's the one who keeps resetting the loop.
South?
Can you go take care of everything for me?
I'll go.
Let's see what happens if I kill the boss dude.
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm. Magistrates order.
Yeah.
This is a rock now. We have. I must. Is you?
The.
Thank. Don't be so foolish. Allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the... To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox, you see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here, obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself. Indeed. Thank you.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
There's my time paradox. Alright, let's see what happens here now.
Well, here I am. Really? I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name had murdered a local magistrate. It said that
they actually somehow managed to write out tablet?
The ground trembled and statues sprang to life, firing arrows at the city's inhabitants. Apparently, as the citizens screamed and died in pain, the stranger just vanished in a flash of light. What?
Yeah, okay, we can go through this.
A mistake?
Oh, this is
new. You murdered
new.
a man in cold blood, and now there's a city full of dead people. And it's only a matter of time before we join them.
I guess all those old Latin inscriptions were right. Pro peccata unius, multis dolabant. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
That's ending 1, so what the fuck is ending 3 then? Yeah, so if you haven't picked up on it, the general idea is it's a city. You go back in time to like ancient Rome, and in this city there's 20-something people, and they all have to live by the golden rule, which, as it turns out, is do unto others as you would have them do unto you, but they don't actually know the limits of the rule. They just know that if they break the rule, everyone dies. So they are trying, or so, and so you, when you come here, you know someone's going to break the rule, and it's your job to figure out who and stop it, and that's the whole premise. So I found like 8 people who are going to break the rule.
God, finally some relief.
And fixed it. Yeah, I've done all those. Maybe I just keep telling him.
Thank you, Galerius. You are a good man.
Let's just chat with him.
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm.
You've
Magistrate's orders.
Of course. Yeah. Why do you say that? When you say he asked for help, you're not thinking of helping him, are you? Good. But still, he's been trying to enlist help with this for months. Even if you don't help him, it's only a matter of time before he becomes desperate. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Ah, it looks...
Alright, so let's just...
Yeah.
Let's just report everyone.
Well, Well then, you'd better make sure she doesn't lose. It looks like you'll have to continue your... Of course. Yeah. Why do you say that? You seem to be grasping at straws here. I can... It looks like you'll have to continue.
Yeah, so it's not
of
that
course.
one.
What? Yeah. Why do you say that? Then you'd better find a way to make him back down. Good.
Okay. Ban the whole
you
city.
returned.
Yeah, pretty much everyone in the city in one way or another.
Yes? Why do you say that? Why? Because he prefers the company of men? Ridiculous. I simply cannot believe that his innate preferences would break the golden rule. If I were you, I'd be... It looks like you'll have to... Of course. What? Yeah. Why do you say that? You suspect. I confess, I don't... It looks...
Alright, so... Now what? Yeah, this is what I want to do here. Confront him.
Ah, you've returned. Ask then.
But I just don't have the option. I'm pretty sure that's answer 6, the ending 3.
Thank you. Ah, you...
Yeah.
Of course. What is it? Why? It looks... Ask. Good. If I... Thank you.
So I know where
Here
she
is
is.
proof of a degenerate mind.
And how to get to her, but I'm not...
Citizen.
Maybe I just have to take his side. So we've been through this. Yeah, we've had this conversation before.
What? It's no use. You'll make...
Okay, maybe I just had to do that? Oh, so I just had to talk to her and open that option up? That's just weird. Yeah, it wouldn't go over well if he let us go. Because What's-His-Face would not be too pleased about it, but I feel like that's how we have to do this.
Citizen.
Oh.
Salve again. How? Oh,
Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your...
There we go.
What are you talking about? You know, you remind me of him. Al Worth. The fellow who came through the portal before you. Come now. Shh. Surely you didn't think you were the only one. You see, my connection.
Though I knew this, but he's
and when he finally saw
in
the
public
futility
now.
of it all, and yet because so you discovered my secret. So what? What? Why? Isn't it obvious? Because
yeah, because he's an asshole who wants power, and the longer that the portal keeps getting used, the more days of power he gets.
And why would I agree to that?
Shit, I don't know which one to take.
You might want to think that through. If any... you and your... understand. The only way you're getting... And if you see, it was my actions that brought you to this point in time. That means if I die, you'll be flung back to your original time, having caused the deaths of everyone here, and you'll never be able to undo it. Is that what you want? I certainly hope not. In fact, I want it to go on and on forever until you wither and die like Al did, and the gods send yet another useful idiot to extend my life for me. What are you going to do? Beg the gods for help? They don't care about you, and neither do I. Now, get out of my villa.
Okay, so that's progress. So, what is... We know this one. What happens if I go up to him and then apologize or whatever?
That's quite an impressive...
And then tell him he's doing the right thing, maybe.
I hope you're coping.
That's the only other thing I can think of that could give us our final ending. All right.
And here.
Let's just agree with him.
That is... Enough. You speak of the money, and he would never have signed a contract pledging his labor for 30 years. All he did was enforce the terms of a contract signed voluntarily. Ignoring your irritating sense of moral superiority, this is interesting. I'm curious, how do people escape poverty?
Well, that's not fair.
I see. And how long might it take such a person to repay their debt? I fail to see how your system of loans is significantly different to a debt bondsman signing a... Now tell me. Do you honestly think you... I should strike you down for that? Now, did you have any other questions? Very good. Only, it has long been within my power to see into the hearts of mortals and weigh their deeds in life. But when I peer into you, I see only a blank slate, as if you did not exist until you appeared in this city. How is this possible? Charon, where did you find this one?
I do not remember ferrying you. How did you come here?
Ah, so the other ending is him finding about what's-her-face.
If that is true, then I sense...
How did you come to be in this time, mortal? Who brought you here?
He cannot know.
That would explain why you first appeared. You would have me believe that all this time she has been deceiving me, and that you are the pawn she has chosen to undermine me? Then she has chosen poorly, because you are clearly a fool. However, you will make a fine statue.
Well, that's not... Ugh.
First, you betray her trust.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Can I not turn him to gold? Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna look it up. I just want to know what the third ending is. Okay, so it says I just need to time warp now that I know about him, and then get Galerius to go spread the word for me when I come back. So I just end up having to reset again.
I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah. So this should be easy to do. Just have to go steal something. And I'll steal something close to the portal. I'm gonna steal what's-her-face's money again. She doesn't deserve the money.
You stay away from my...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Do your thing. So it's the final ending is to get everyone gathered together and then take the key from him, get everyone gathered together, and then everyone leaves.
Salve for... Oh. Alright, let me see.
What? Whoa!
I'll...
Wait. Yes, okay. Oh, no, I'm reading something. So it says I have to meet with Scintilla and then disagree with her. Whoopsies. Supposed to disagree.
Hey, Rufus. I hear your rheumatism has you so riled up you've been harassing Virgil.
What?
Yeah, I think it's I'm supposed to try to find a way to get everyone gathered together. What am I doing? Not that way. Whoa, laggy for a second there.
Wait, what? I hate... You're back. There's no time. Wait. What? No. It's...
So I can gather everyone together now? Let's see if this will work.
Citizen.
Let's just... Wait, that didn't kill her? There it is.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
No, just wait for him. Oh god, are you stuck on something?
It's almost as if
There we
you're
go.
trying.
Okay. Let's see if we can get Galerius to gather everyone together.
Salve, friend.
There it is.
What? That's a big ask. But I doubt I'll be able to get...
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of...
Okay. So do I have to wait a little bit now? Oh. Now I talk to Scintilla. Oh shit, which means I gotta go up. Alright, let's see what happens with our last ending.
You? Who are you? How did you know? Wait, did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him.
Yeah.
Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
There we go, so we've done this, but we've prepared everything.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how it's going to be. Oh well. So, you discovered my secret.
Yes, and now he's gonna mock me.
What are you going to do about it? Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this.
Okay, yeah, so he's an asshole.
I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely. To cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
And she lights him on fire. And he's... Get this.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
He's standing in a water cistern.
Right behind us. Hey.
And instead of jumping in, he just flails around and dies. Because that makes sense. I don't know.
Hi there.
Right?
Give me a bit of a... Well, really? It's...
Yeah, we've done this.
God, So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never
Yes, so this is basically the same.
I guess you saved my life then. As well. Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct.
Yes.
I'm gonna... You go...
Alright, and we're going to skip through most of this because I don't think it's going to be much different. It's the only difference is going to be other people besides Scintilla escaped, but otherwise it's the same.
You're back. Oh, what?
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You that you as you
Skip through.
That I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet described. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman.
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to
Okay,
hear.
let's see what she has to say.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but Octavia, Lucretia, Horatius, Equitia, and I will never forget you, or what you did for us. It pains us that so many of our dear friends were not so fortunate, including Ulpius and Galerius, who heroically tried to rescue Dooley, but never made it
Oh,
back.
Galerius didn't make
There
it.
is no point dwelling on what might have been. All we can do is take this gift you've given us and try to show others the same compassion you showed us. We promise you that saving our lives was not for nothing. Scintilla et al.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story. You...
Sounds good to me.
And you?
Alright, that's the third ending. So I believe that is it. Though we don't have much time left, so rather than start something new, I'm just going to call it here. So if all of you wouldn't mind sticking around for a little bit longer, just so we can make this raid a little bit more special. And, oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Wrong button. And I think we are going to raid. Are they still going? Yes, we're going to raid Kurtza, who's doing Darkest Dungeon 2. Yeah. So they're playing Darkest Dungeon 2, which should be interesting. I would play it myself, but unfortunately it's only out on the Epic Game Store for the moment. It's an exclusive, and I refuse to support Epic because I have personal issues with them. So maybe when it stops being an exclusive, I will pick it up. That said, I had a great stream today, and I hope all of you enjoyed us wrapping up this very entertaining puzzle game. I thought it was really good. A little heavy-handed on the morality, but I thought it was good as far as puzzle games go. Yeah, so I will be back tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Forgot about this. My socials. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter or join my Discord server, they're both linked in the chat. Just to keep up on what's going on with the stream, or if you want to say hi to me when I'm offline. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Sorry, earlier stream, noon Pacific or 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm not sure what we'll do then, but we'll see. It depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow. Until then, have a great night, everyone. Bye now. Bye.